The news updates say strong message sent to Tinubu by international group after man was killed in Sokoto over alleged blasphemy. Welcome to today's news, and thank you for tuning in to this news. But please do well to subscribe to this channel by clicking on the subscribe button and also the bell for more updates. Now to the news details. Carefully listen to the end. A horrifying incident took place in Sokoto, northwest Nigeria, where a butcher identified as Usman Bùtçhard was brutally killed by a mob for allegedly blaspheming Prophet Muhammad. The tragic event unfolded on Sunday morning at Sokoto main abattoir during an argument between Usman and another trader. The butcher's comment reportedly triggered the wrath of the crowd, leading to a violent assault that ended in his untimely death. Eyewitnesses described the scene as chaotic, with the crowd overpowering the initial attempts to save Usman. Despite the efforts of local leaders, the enraged mob took matters into their own hands, subjecting the butcher to a relentless beating. The police eventually arrived at the scene, but by then it was too late. Usman's life had already been snuffed out by the brutal actions of his fellow butchers. Usman Bùtçhard, a resident of Gidan Ngwe in Sokoto North local government area, was known for selling cow entrails at the Sokoto fish and vegetables markets. His neighbors and business partners were shocked by the news of his tragic death. One neighbor, Malam Yusuf, attested to Usman's religious devotion and emphasized that there was no way he could have made derogatory remarks against the holy prophets. Yusuf suspected that envy may have played a role in the senseless act of violence, as Usman was renowned for his successful business and held in high regards by many. The specific statement made by Usman Bùtçhard that was deemed blasphemous was not disclosed in the reports. The absence of this information leaves room for speculation and raises questions about the circumstances surrounding his alleged offense. The Sokoto State Police Command confirmed the mob killing, stating that they had received a distress call regarding the incident. The Commissioner of Police and other law enforcement officials swiftly responded to the scene, but the mob had already dispersed, leaving Usman critically injured. He was rushed to Usmani Danfodio Teaching Hospital, Sokoto, for treatment, but tragically succumbed to his injuries. The police have launched an investigation to apprehend the perpetrators and ensure justice is served. This incident comes after another gruesome act of violence in Sokoto, where a female student named Deborah Samuel was burned to death by her colleagues for allegedly insulting Prophet Muhammad. The student's mother was linked to a voice note she sent to her class WhatsApp group, expressing frustration over the constant influx of unnecessary messages. Despite the outrage sparked by her killing, no arrests have been made over a year later, leaving the perpetrators still at large. In response to the murder of Mr. Bùtçhard, Amnesty International has called on the Nigerian government to conduct a thorough investigation into the incident. Amnesty International states with strong condemnation that the killing of Usman Bùtçhard at the market in Sokoto based on alleged blasphemy is unacceptable the Nigerian authorities must initiate an immediate investigation into this appalling incident and guarantee that individuals believed to be responsible for it are held accountable and face legal consequences, the human rights organization said in a tweet. Shokoto, which they are known as blasphemy, that once you blaspheme, they can actually take laws in their hands. Before this incident of Usman Bida, the one in which they killed a Christian lady just because she sent a voice note, she blasphemed against Muhammad. The federal government, these people needs to be educated, because why are we bringing religious ethnics into our midst? Is it that they are more religious than other Muslim communities or other Muslim states? The federal government needs to look into the states to avoid the continuous murder of anybody that talked against their religion, because we don't know how many people they are going to kill later on. The investigation needs to be done, and this culprit needs to be brought to book. We cannot continue like this in the country, whereby there is no law. Once they say they want to investigate, they need to investigate to the deep and make sure that these culprits are arrested. For Deborah, all the culprits were not arrested, and nothing was done despite their investigations. So why are you promising investigations where you know you cannot bring those culprits to book? So now that the international law has talked on this also, then they need to carry out the actions. It cannot continue like this, because if the Christians too are talking on blasphemy, we know how many people they would have killed. We have come to the end of the news. What's your view? Please share your view in the comment section. Thank you.